Hello, welcome everyone. Oh, what a Monday. What a Monday it is. I apologize for my voice. It is pretty shot from con. So I do have some wonderful tea to help me get through this. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? If I didn't see you, and you knew how crazy it was this weekend. Still pretty hot, but very good. Earl Grey. Of course. Of course. Dragon, hello. Uberdead, hello. Lydia, hello. Walls, hello. Welcome in. I hope your weekend was fantastic. Before I jump into mine, I want to hear about yours. Chevy, it's been a minute. Good day. How are you, sir? Stanley, hello. Candy, hello. Great con, but Saturday was crowded. Oh, don't I know it. Saturday was a lot. It was good, but it was a lot. I have with me the leftover water bottles that I did not drink because it's gone. Oh, hydrate. It's what you should do. But you know. Hey! Thank you, Grinch. Oh, thank you so much. Starting off the stream right. Hello. What are we drinking in our Hello Kitty mug? This is some very, very hot Earl Grey hot, to soothe my voice. So if I sound like I, have had a pack a day, I've got that gravel in my voice. That is why. So I'm trying to talk over it to sound somewhat normal, but you know what? The bass is there. So it's just gonna be a little scratchy and a little But yeah, they say, oh, hydrate, be on top of it, be healthy. I'm like, Or I could have, what did I have Saturday? Started the day with a coffee, and then I had an energy drink for lunch. And then, fried zucchini for dinner? That was it. I had this much water. This much. And I'm like, man, why do I feel terrible? But I'm like, I need the energy. We gotta go. It was non-stop all weekend. Oh my God. Crazy. Oh, you were at Niagara Falls Comic-Con. Well, how was that? I've never even been to, because is Niagara Falls technically in New York or Canada? Or it like rides the border, right? So where was the con? How was your time? Because once I get into it, I've got a lot to yap about, for sure. Candy, you blame John Cena for that. Wait, what did he do? Just making it crazy for Saturday? Saturday is always that's the busiest day. But him being there, I didn't know he was only going to be there for one day. Definitely didn't help, but I'm like, the people that are there that just do I'm here to see X celebrity, actor, whatever. Usually they just show up and they, go to the panel and the photo op. They're not in the con area usually. They go for the thing and then they leave because it's crazy. I mean, unless they stick around, but yeah. It was bananas. Grinch, you've had yourself a weekend and a half. Oh, have I? Biggest heart in the chat. Howdy, how are you? Walls, it is, okay, so it is both US and Canada. So it's technically New York for the actual con. Bonus Sarah Noir voice. It's true. And this is without the Marlboro. I'm like, one more, and I'm like, I could be like, Patty and Selma. People are like, oh wow, that's you got a lot going on. That's true. I absolutely do. We'll see. This will definitely help. This is like cup 3 of the day. Oh, that does help. John, key to great fried zucchini is to freeze them sliced, then when thawed, the extra water drained always fries so much better. Oh, man, if I cooked, that is a great technique. It makes sense, like logically. They came from like an Irish pub that was in the area, and you know, when you're hungry, it's amazing how good food can taste. Like it's a Cowboy Bebop quote, right? Like, hunger is the best spice. 100% true. Especially like con mentality, because it's like, not only are you like locked in and busy and you're moving and you're doing all sorts of stuff, like even if you're not in costume, but then when you are in costume, it's like times 10, because your body just kind of like shuts down, and you know what exhaustion feels like, but you just power through and you just transcend all human needs and desires because you're in costume. Because that's me. Like once I get suited up, especially if I'm doing something in body paint, I'm not eating, I'm not drinking. I might get like a sip of something like with a straw, and that's it. And I'm like, nope, I'm done. And it's one thing also attending, and it's another thing to like have a booth or be at a booth, because then you're like just like constantly people are walking up, you're talking. It's such an interactive experience, and it's, don't get me wrong, the best, but it is also like so draining. It is like it takes a lot out of you, and you're doing it, you know, 3 days in a row. Con is from 10 to 7 Saturday, Sunday, 10 or Friday, Saturday, and then 10 to 5 on Sunday. So either way, it's still like an entire day, and I'm just like, by Friday I knew, I was like, oh, my voice is gonna be shot. And this is how people get like con crud, because your throat is like raw and you're just like exhausted, you're running on fumes in most cases, and then it's like, oh man, why did I crash and burn so hard? It's like, well, your immune system's only sustained from like the ambient moisture in the air and half of a monster. Like, what do you think is gonna happen, you weirdo? That's what my body says to me. Inconceivable. So Walls, you were at a con technically in Canada, or on the Canadian side, reunited with Wallace Shawn. Have you met him like a couple times, or is this the second time? You say reunited, and it feels so good. Yeah, ooh, that's a rough falsetto. Oh, man, we're struggling. Candy, or we can drink 2 sodas back to back and ride the caffeine train. Yeah, I don't really do soda, and I feel like if I'm doing caffeine, like I need like hard espresso. Like I need to go to the hard stuff right away. Soda doesn't even register. I forget that soda has caffeine in it until like someone mentions it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess. I'm like, coffee and tea, or an energy drink. Same. Wearing body and face paint gets exhausting. It absolutely does. Absolutely. Grinch. Weight, heat, and dealing with new sights and experience and enthusiasm really causes exhaustion. Yeah, because you're like, all of your senses are engaged, and it's like, it is overstimulation, but you know what it's going to be every time, so it's not like it's unexpected and overwhelming in that way. But, you know, every con is different, and you can always tell when like, oh, the vibes are in a different place, or like, oh, vibes are off, or vibes are good, and just what that energy is like, and it definitely affects you. Absolutely affects you. Walls, this is your second time for Wallace Shawn. Everyone says I look like him. Oh. Well, that is wonderful. He is a charming actor. Like, I feel like we're getting less and less of like character actors. I was talking about, this is such a weird tangent to go on, right? As the stream is starting, but I was talking about Crispin Glover specifically, and yes, we survived storming the castle. We survived a lot of things. And I live to tell the tale another day. And man, let me tell you, it feels so good to not wear a wig and contacts. fun contacts. Regular contacts are fine. But, oi, what a time. Fried zucchini with a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese is the sweet spot. I think they had it. Like, they were good, but it was just so much batter. I was like, really? I just want, like, some, like, food, because I had, you know, it was bar food. It's like, oh, potato skins and fried this and fried that. And it's like, I feel like the water was fried. It was a lot, but at the same time, I'm like, beggars can't be choosers, and like the places that are open and that aren't swarming with people are so few and far between. In like any downtown that I've ever been in, dining is always like the worst. Either the kitchen closes early, it's a bar with bar food, or it's someplace where it's like, oh, did you make reservations 3 years ago? Oh, we have no table for you. So I'm like, all right, well, we're rolling a Taco Bell. Ugh, but, what a time, what a time. Have I unpacked? No, absolutely not. I'm looking at my drow ears right now. Here's one. My wig is right here. I have, yet to find the energy. But, yeah, I guess I should have put it on the other ear. That's okay. You know what? We need to just do this for symmetry. No one redeemed, put on part of a cosplay, but here, this one's free of charge. We're gonna put on some ears because they're right here, and I feel like it. I mean, yeah, this is a look. This is a look, gray and everything. It's funny with the earbuds in, it actually like kind of disguises that it's like, oh yeah, you just put them on. Swoop, just swooped them on. We are ear for it. Yes, we are. I'm all ears. I'm all ears, and I'm gonna move this down just a touch. Oh, there we go. Reality restored. Dragon, not unpacked. Nope. I have Coupe right behind me. Wings all askew. Megan actually. Oh my God. Grinch, how could you do this? I'm already here. I'm already here. I have no more. They're all packed away. Let me see. If this doesn't count, okay, then this is gonna be such a cheat, and I apologize profusely, but I still Grinch, you beat me to it. So I'm still gonna come through. So remember when I was showing off my Green Lantern? I almost legitimately called this a wig ring. Am I okay? I'm not okay. I still have it up here because I wanted to take some pictures with it. So, part of a cosplay. A drow with more willpower is a very scary thing because they've got a lot of confidence. Like, confidence per drow is like, one drow is like 3 people. Con gets us all wacky. Oh, 100%. Especially not sleeping and being sustained with other elements. Uber dead, it is absolutely the mentally unpacking. And then I come home to a horde of kittens and they're like, where have you been? Where have you been? And I'm like, oh my God, I've got to like muster up all of the energy and all of the juice to give them all the love. And I did miss them. I missed them so much. And I only have 1 more week with them. They're getting so big. But it's good. It's very good. The ones that were refusing to wean have finally started eating food. So I'm like, great, give your mom a break. You're like draining her dry, like please. So that is good. Everybody is all healthy. Good news there. But yeah, they were very excited. And then because I'm coming in with like all of the stuff from like my booth, and I had like streamers and tinsel and basically stuff that would just like make any cat or kittens just go ballistic. I have like a bundle of that, and they're like, you came back and you got shiny stuff? And so even like my badge, con badge, all over the floor, they're like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the world. So they've been playing with that. They're the true guests of the con now. And yeah, it was just quite a bit to come back to, and then just jump right back in the swing of things. And I didn't want to cancel today. I was like, past Sarah was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? You might be pretty wiped out." And can confirm. I was like, but this is the time to talk about everything because it's still fresh. And I'm like, I don't want to. I already canceled one. I don't want to cancel two. So I have sustained myself again. This is cup 3 for the day. So I am as elevated as possible for you guys. I feel like it's already helping my throat and taking all of the gravel out, all of the gravelly goodness. So let's go ahead and we can be hyped for KittenCon. Absolutely. We can kind of break down the day or the con. We'll start with Thursday. So when normally on a Thursday, I would be setting up for you guys and getting a drink list prepared, getting all of my bottles together, getting all of my bartending stuff, together and get ready for stream. I was packing up everything. So I had a regular full day on Thursday, all the way up until like 6, because in my head I'm like, oh, okay, set up. This will be a breeze because obviously it's set up. You don't have to deal with like attendee traffic and everything. And then I'm like, wait, Thursday, it's still like a work day for a lot of people. It's gonna be insane. Also, it's very hot. I'm waiting until the sun goes down, and because West Coast, the sun doesn't go down till like 7:30 at night. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, it's fine. Everything that I have will be a quick setup, and I will, I'll see if I can get some pictures to you guys for what everything looked like at the booth. If you did not check it out on Instagram or you missed it because the algorithm hates everybody. But everything that I had, was like paper, like I said, paper, tinsel, like stuff that I could pack up because I'm like, it's gonna be heavy and I'm doing like everything solo. Friday, it was just me. Thankfully, I had help Saturday and Sunday. But Friday, it was just me. So I was like, it's a one-woman show. I got to set up, all of this stuff and run it and get the booth ready to go. And be in costume while handling everything on Friday. Let me see if I find a good picture for you guys. So this is what everything looked like when I had it all set up. I'm gonna hope, no, it's trash. I'm gonna get it on screen for you guys to get everything set up. And I'm like, oh, it shouldn't take too long. It's, easy. I was like down to the wire. It was like 9:30. That's the cutoff time. If you're not set up now, you're done and you got to do it 8 a.m. on Friday. And I'm like, there's no way I'm getting up that early on Friday. I still have to get dressed. Absolutely not. So I was struggling. I was right next to Hopeless Night, who I haven't seen in a very long time. Absolutely wonderful. And I was like, hey, we've got each other. So like we had like booth like alliance, and that's the coolest thing about having a booth is like you're like a little village for the weekend with all of the other costumers and creators. And really there was only like 2 that I had known or met, and everybody else was like, oh, like new people. And it's like, oh, okay, cool, new people, we get to talk. And like first thing I was like, listen, I'm a party booth. This is like everyone can come and hang out here. Like I'm gonna have music going. Like, is that cool with everybody? And they're like, yeah, okay, cool, awesome, even better, because I'm gonna be bumping. And I was, because I needed it the entire time. But yeah, I got everything set up at like the skin of my teeth, closing up at Thursday. I was wiped out. I was so exhausted, and got everything done. So started Friday. I was in Megan, and I have not worn Megan since 2018. Like, since I finished the costume, I wore it to San Diego. Have not worn Megan since. And it felt so good to wear. Chris Claremont was there, and I was gonna try to at least like say hi, make eye contact, like something, while I was in costume. And it did not happen, unfortunately. But the rest of the time, it was just great to be in it. Lots of great energy. I got there like at like 10:02 because, and here's the tea of the tea, this convention has known, oh, John, you are going to bed. Thank you. Well, have a great night. I'll give a little recap of everything. I'll probably throw it in the Discord for people that want a play-by-play for how it went. But it was a lot. It was a lot. Have a great night, and we'll catch you on Thursday. But, so the tea for this convention, love it. It's the hometown con. However, it is notoriously a con of miscommunication of the highest regard. So, yes, the abridged version. Absolutely. You'll get the Cliff Notes, bullet points. So there's like the con staff itself. So it's Fan Fusion. There's the security company, and there is the actual convention center. And they all have their own little rules and their own teams. Guess how seamless their communication is between these three teams? Disaster. So, as a guest, I'm like, okay, I gotta get into the con. I have a booth to go to. And they gave me a hard time with literally just getting inside the convention center. And then once I was inside the convention center, again, I'm fully decked out in Megan, walking from the hotel to the convention center with my backpack of all of this stuff that wasn't, that I'm not gonna keep, overnight in the hall. And I'm like, okay, this is a lot. The walk was a little bit, and then to get inside, like, they're like, oh, you gotta wait in line to do this. And I'm like, but I'm not like here like as an attendee. So, and they're like, oh yeah, guest, doesn't matter, like you gotta go in the line. And I'm like, no. And the coordinator's like, no, if you have a problem, call me. So I call her and I'm like, hey, I need to like get inside. It's almost 10 o'clock. So whole debacle to get in, and then to actually get in the hall, I'm like making my way through, trying to like rush, and then attendees are like, what are you doing? Like cutting the line. I'm like, no, I've got a booth in here. I'm supposed to be inside. And all the doors are locked. And I'm like, why is this like this? Why is this not easy? Like, why give a different distinction of a badge if you're not going to have a separated area? And the coordinator's like, oh, well, we do, but it's, again, Phoenix Convention Center, and then the security teams that are not on the same page with everyone. So, in short, mess. Absolute mess. So I get in just in time, and thankfully, after like loading on Thursday, I had done the walk, and I'm like, Megan has these like acrylic, not heels, but like wedges. Either way, not great for walking in. And I'm like, I'm gonna wear my regular slip-ons to do this, and I'm so glad I did, because it was a lot to get there. So I'm like, all right, switch out the shoes. I'm like, good call. Put on my actual costume shoes, set up the booth and everything, and it was like slammed from like Friday morning from like 10 to like 1 nonstop. Felt like a Saturday, which is great. Like it was good energy, but I was overwhelmed. Again, I'm running it by myself, and I'm kind of still wiped out from like all of the prep leading up to it. But it was a great time. I had no obligations on Friday, so thankfully it worked out for just like the way that help was, because I'm like, there's no way that I could leave because it's just me. But got to say hi to a lot of people, like everyone that I was looking forward to seeing that said they were going to be there, I pretty much saw. I'm trying to think if there were any other notable things on Friday until things got not so great. So I think it was just busy, constant traffic, and then this is like the end of the night. So thankfully, like the cosplay gods, the Uber Dead, the I'm supposed to be here said like Dante Hicks. Fair. Candy, even the vendor entrance was packed, which was crazy. Yeah, it was. Oh, and that was the other thing. An elevator was like broken or went down, and an escalator went down. So like there were anything that could have gone wrong, like did. Thankfully, I didn't use any of those, but still, it was just packed. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Rest of the day, good, busy, moving and shaking. People really liked the Gachapon machine. I was so happy because I was like, this is a new thing. I was like, this could be fun, like interactive, but it was really popular and more so than what I thought. So I was like, this is cool. So I'm closing out the day and I'm like leaning. I was talking to somebody at the booth, and Megan has these clear straps that secure it because the costume it's an impossible design that just looks cool and isn't supposed to be actual in reality. So her suit as drawn just kind of like floats in like a little point on the shoulder. So I have a clear strap that hooks both pieces together. And I'm leaning and I'm talking and I feel this like this little Clerks reference noise. I feel this little like shift and I'm like, oh, what is that? I look down, strap completely breaks. But because the fabric that's like on the point is vinyl and I had been wearing it, so it was like warmed to my skin, it had like that like stick. It's hard to explain, but it was like sticking to my skin a little bit, so it was holding in place, but it was actually completely severed. Like the thread had broken through because as you sew it, like the needle is actively punching holes in the like clear bra strap part, and that is what completely gave way. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna fall over. So we were talking last week about like cosplay malfunctions? This was the time. So that strap broke. And then I'm like, okay, well, I can just fix it. So I just pulled it like a little bit tighter and I just literally tied it in a knot. I'm like, okay, it's good to go. Again, it's the end of the night. The Megan wig is huge, curly, blonde hair. So I'm like, okay, I'll do one of these. You'd never know. You never see it. Fine. And I'm talking. Other strap. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But this one actually like fell forward a little bit. And I was like, oh, I'm popping out here at con. And so Hope next to me was like, saw like the shift and she's like, you need a safety pin? I'm like, if you've got one handy, I'll definitely take it. So she got me pinned and all set up. And then it was like another 30 minutes and then con closed. But either way, I'm like, I still have to, walk through the crowds and get back to the hotel. And I'm like, if half the suit's falling off, that's going to be a problem. So I had my first like actual legit cosplay malfunction on Friday. Wow. First time for everything. So, Grinch, a costume that was designed with no references in reality, that never happens. Never. Absolutely not. So, it was a popcorn moment for sure. And then I was meeting some friends after, because they were needing some body paint. I was like, well, I'm going to be doing body paint at the con. I'll be bringing my paints and my airbrush gun. If you need something, she was needing some white face paint. And I was like, I'll throw it in with my stuff, come back and get it. So they met me after convention. So we got to just hang out at the hotel for a little bit. I did a little like body paint demo, which was fun, and let her borrow some of my stuff. And then just immediately went to get food. However, there was a Dodgers game that was going on. So it was all of the con people and then all of the jocks, all of the baseball fans, like in the streets in the same place at the same time. I ended up going to Hanny's. If you've never been there, if you're not familiar with the establishment in the Phoenix area, some background lore, that was where I had my first drink. It was a martini, and they make incredible martinis. So I'd never been there for food, but I did go there because it's probably one of the bigger places that's late night. So just sat at the bar, had some amazing food, just filled with baseball fans. And I had just done like a quick change. I'm like, I just gotta get out, gotta get something. And I had it was like an orzo salad, and I was like, I'm just gonna eat half of this because I already know that it's gonna be even worse tomorrow, and I want something in the hotel room. So I'm like, I'm gonna eat half, take the rest back to the hotel room so I can have some food. And thank God I did. So yeah, I had a drink. That was very nice on Friday. Because I was like, I know tomorrow's gonna be a lot. So Saturday rolled around. I was in Coupe. Coupe is quickly becoming one of my favorite costumes. Not so much to pack, because the mask is that cardstock for a lot of you that have kind of seen the process, and I've talked about it before. So paper. So whenever I travel with it, I put it in a little bin so it doesn't get crushed. So that's a bin that I have to take. And then the wings are obviously big. Even though they collapse like in half, it's still like a good 3 feet basically of a prop that I have to take. So that is the only downside with packing. But other than that, it's a one-piece suit. It's comfortable. My fingers are out because they're like fingerless gloves. It's a short wig, so I feel very free. And the makeup takes like 5 minutes because I just black out my eyes, add my tears, and that's it. So I can get like Coupe ready in like 10 minutes. Absolutely love it. And the shoes are comfortable. I made the entire suit with like built-in shoe covers. So when I pull them on over my boots, I put like a strap that just goes around the bottom that I can just snap to like the side of the platform of the boot. So it's all in one, super easy. So I was like, okay, I can sleep in a little bit and kind of recover from the day because it was a lot to handle. And I had a panel on Saturday, so I was like, this will be great because I'll have help. I had a sonar with me, so I was like, okay, we're gonna be posing for pictures and stuff. And I wish that our lineup had been timed differently because the booth behind me was Billy Bolt. If you guys follow him, he was in Punch Up, but he didn't wear that until Sunday, so that was a planning faux pas on our part. We could have had a more complete dispatch group, but I was like, well, at least I've got sonar with me, so that'll be good, and we can kind of balance like the pictures and for people that were looking for like, oh, it's you get that reaction when you have like a duo or a trio, and then obviously the group cosplay is like that's the ultimate goal. So panel was the like a cosplay like spotlight. So this was all of the guests. It was 6 of us that were do like a walk on, like a runway, show off the costume, whatever you're wearing. And then once everyone did that, then it was like a Q&A for the second half. And it went really, really well. The crowd, smaller panel, but everyone that came like showed up and they were really engaged. That was rough. I'm going through puberty, everyone. But they all showed up. Everybody had some really good questions, and I feel like it was probably the first panel that actually felt like a conversation, like almost like kind of like the things that we talk about here. And that was really nice to get into, and just hearing everybody else's story, because obviously the stuff that I make and the type of cosplay that I usually do is very different than what Hopeless Night does. Like, she was in a handmade hanfu, and I'm like, you've got like 5 yards of fabric on you, and like the draping, and there's no stretch, and it's organza and silk and satin. I'm like, that's stuff that I usually don't work with at all. And then Billy Bolt was in a Peacemaker, and he had made the helmet, and he was talking about his process with like working with chrome and like fiberglass. I'm like, oh, that's also not my thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, tell me how you made that. And then Starlight Memory, her whole thing is like historical builds, which is really cool. So she was in this like historically accurate Anastasia, and again, it's like a hoop skirt and the whole structure with that. And whenever I see those types of builds, I'm like, I have all the respect in the world, because again, not my style. But then they look at me and they're like, there's no way I would work with vinyl and 4-way stretch and making a bodysuit and the fit and all of that. So just seeing, just with the 4 of us, and I mean, and Try next to me, her WoW build with like light up, so she's working with like EL wire and things like that. I'm like, these are all so different and all so cool. I really liked the combination of types of cosplayers and the types of costumes that they typically do, and we were all together, so it wasn't just like one person saying the same thing over and over again, or just like with different words. Like, it was genuinely a different style and different perspective from each person, and I really liked it. It was one that I wasn't expecting when they were first like, oh yeah, guest, sure, cool. They were like, do you want to do any panels? And I was like, I don't have any. I'm good just to booth and be present for that. But then they were like, well, we really would like all of the costumers just to do this one for all the guests. I was like, okay, sure, fair. And I'm so glad that we were all able to do that. So Saturday was really, really fun. And then some friends came by to support the panel, so that was super nice, and just feeling really good. So Saturday was great. Saturday was packed. It was super busy. I had, family that came down to say hi, other friends, non-cosplay friends, a friend from high school came by with like his whole family. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you made children, you made human beings. I'm like, the only thing that I've made is like a bodysuit. Like, what am I doing with my life? Exactly what I want. I'm like, give the kids stickers. I gave them some free little tokens for the gachapon machine. I was like, no, yeah, just play. And I had some little trading cards and other stuff, so I got to give those out. And what else happened on Saturday? The day, I feel like, was like 3 hours maybe outside of the panel, because it was just like constant people. So it was a really good flow. The area that they had the cosplayers in was actually, at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about being in the corner. I was like, we're gonna be way tucked away from everybody. But we were right by like the food court, the booze, and like the bathrooms. So I was like, well, they're gonna pass us in one way or another, so this might actually work out. And it definitely did. We got a lot of traffic. I had the music going. It was like a dance party at one point. Like, there were like 20 people around the booth, and we were all just going and making videos. There's a video somewhere of of Amber and I doing an incredible dance routine. I'm sure it will surface at some point in time. Because there's whenever we get together, there's always going to be something that happens. Coupe in a way, Grinch, you gotta love less intensive cosplays to balance out the big epic ones. Absolutely. And the thing is, the attention that they can draw isn't based on like how big or extensive it is. Like, even when I'm in like Belagoth, which is essentially real clothes, like I'm in little kitten heels, tights, and like just like a strapless dress with normal hair, basically. But because it's fun and people recognize it, there's a lot of interaction that I get with that, even more so than like a more intensive build, because a lot of times either one, they don't know the character, or two, they're like, oh, I don't know how to interact with this. Like, some characters are just easier to interact with. And what's so fun about doing the dispatch ones is like it's very interactive, and like especially having like Coupe and Sonar specifically, for everyone that was really interested in it and were like, oh yeah, can I get a picture, and like, oh, they're a big fan, and we talk about the game. I had a little sheet for people to vote on. I was like, all right, who are you gonna fire, Coop or Sonar, and make them pick. So that was super fun, and there were a couple people that were like dressed as Robert or dressed as SDN people. So I was like, all right, well, you're here, you know the deal, you get to cast your vote. And so like we get to like razz back and forth, and I love that. Like, having that banter is super fun. Hello, Cosmo. I did enjoy Fan Fusion. It was a wonderful time. It was exhausting in the best way. I'm giving my recap right now of everything in detail. We're talking about Saturday and the panel that I did, which was super fun and surprisingly informative. And we always love a moment like that. And Dispatch was Saturday. I was in Megan on Friday. It was packed. It was super busy, way busier than a Friday should be, but very, very good. Cosmo, did you take any photos? You gonna post any? Yep, they have been on Instagram. They have been in stories mostly, but I will do probably a recap. I do have, at the very least, one photo that I will definitely show you guys. I wonder what it's gonna be. I wonder which one it's gonna be. What's all this lead in and build up for? You know what? I should just start. I'm going to start assembling right now so we can get them all together. So yeah, so that was all of Saturday. What else did I do on Saturday? Packed. It was just packed. It was crazy. Afterwards, we got to go out with some friends for food. So had a big whole group, and I had a much needed Guinness or two. One at 3. Uber Dad, you saw the highlights on Instagram. Yay! Well, I will post them for everyone that does not have Instagram, and I did want to put them all together so they could be in one nice collection. So I'm going to be assembling that right now. Cosmo, how many days did Fan Fusion go this year? 3 days. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In the before time, when it was known as Phoenix Comic-Con, it was 4 days. Thursday was like a preview night, and I remember those days, but I am so glad. I don't know if I could do 4. Like, boothing is definitely like a lot to do. So as fun as it is, I also would be just completely tapped out. But yeah, I want to get some of the lovely photos in here for you guys. Let us see. Oh, you remember when it was 4 days? Wait, Cosmo, you are local, or you've been to Phoenix Comic Con? Because there are a couple people that were from like Vegas. Well, Vegas, LA, San Diego. It was like SoCal, Vegas, and Albuquerque. I think that's where Billy Bolt is from. So he came in from New Mexico. So I never know where people are hailing from. But yeah, let's get some pictures in the chat. So there's my booth. I got a wonderful gift, which was super nice. I want to share some fabulous cosplayers. I have a little sign, let me see, that I switched out every day. So I didn't get a picture of it, I'm realizing, of Megan. I think everyone just took pictures of me. I don't think I got any of myself. This is so terrible. This is so terrible. I could have sworn I had more. Ugh. Ridiculous. This is why I need like an assistant that can like help me take pictures of things, because I absolutely will forget. And of course it's gonna put everything out of order. Why would it? Why would it do anything different? All right, I'll try to get these arranged. So that was Saturday. Yeah, a great time, super great time. There was no other event, so when everything let out with con, it was just all of us in the streets. We took over, we shut it down. So even after like convention hours are over, like the gaming is still going, and like they had late night panels. There was a burlesque. I wasn't able to go to the burlesque because I needed that Guinness. So just constant party. Oh, Cosmo, you're in Santan. You live in Santan. I've been to Santan like 6 or 7 times, maybe. I mean, I've been to Fan Fusion for like, oh, I thought that was your joke. Like, oh, I live in Santan, but I do everything outside of it. That's funny. I've been there for like shopping like once. There was something like really obscure that I needed, and they were like, the only location for this is in Santan. I was like, okay. All right, well, I'm there. Cosmo, I have a photo with you when you dressed up as Gingerbent Lizard. I don't remember what year that was. Was that maybe like 2017? It's been a minute. I haven't worn Lizard in a long time, but want to bring it back. Kate Connors, she lives. Con Minions, a congregation. Oh, you know it. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Lighting. What is lighting? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not. Let's go back to here. So remember what I was saying about like, oh, the sun doesn't go down until like 8 o'clock at night? That's kind of thrown off my lighting, even though the blinds have closed. So now we're almost technically at our halfway point when we're supposed to switch over to the fun nighttime lighting. It's throwing off everything. What a mess. What a mess. Cosmo, it's been a long time. So is that the last time that you were at con, or just the last time that like we ran into each other? I absolutely love when people like show pictures. God, I can't remember if this was Friday or Saturday, but someone came up and they were like, I remember taking this picture with you, and this was 6 years ago, and like they still have the picture in their phone, and I'm like, oh my god, like that always blows me away. It makes me feel so special and so excited. Like every time we go to like these types of events, and every time we're all together, it's like it is like little lives like converging, and that's such a cool thing. You don't think about it in that way, but it's like only through this type of event can we all be together and have this type of interaction. And I just think that's so cool. It might be me getting sentimental on things, but it really is. It really is just so cool. I absolutely love it. And so I have all of my pictures that I wanted to show, but for some reason they are not wanting to upload for me, which rude, but we'll see if we can get it together. Not the closing time lights. Oh, it is. It is the closing time. Cosmo, oh, you went last year. That was the last time you got a photo with me. Okay, so I think last year, what did I wear? Was it Jubilee? I can't remember what I wore last year. But I'm glad we got a more recent picture than Lizard, so that is good. And what's so funny is that I, like, have only worn it a handful of times, but it takes up the most space because of the giant tail. The tail is like 6 feet long, and like, it's a good size, like around at the base. And when I made it, I was just kind of like, oh my God, where am I gonna put this thing? So it is draped like on top. There's a shelf on top of my cosplay closet, and it is on top. And then I put both of my leku like under, like on top of them. So like the little dip of the tentacles is where like the tail sits. So like they both support each other. And it's a very weird setup, but it actually is the best way to store them. Grinch, I'm gonna get to meet you in person in 3 months. Yeah! You know, this deserves some more hype. Oh my God. Hype, 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 hype. It's gonna be so fun. Cosmo, no, I meant to say the lizard photo is the last time I got a photo with you, but the last time I went to Fan Fusion was last year. Okay, got it. Why is lizard earworm stuck in my head now? Lizard. Because that's just the reptilian influence that I like to bring to whatever I do. Okay. Oh, yay, stuff is showing up now. Huzzah! All right, so let me see if I can switch over. I want to rotate one of these pictures. If it will let me. Ugh. Come on now. Come on now. Image options, size and rotation. There we go. Not upside down. Yay! All right, so don't even laugh, but I just put these in a Google Doc because that's literally the best way to put this up here. Fabulous. All right. So let's get some visibility, and we still haven't got to Sunday yet. Hey, boy! Yeah! Listen, Grinch, I'm so excited. I was talking to somebody else like about Dragon Con. They're like, "Oh, what's the next con for you?" And I was like, maybe AX, maybe." I was like, "But I know for sure Dragon Con." They're like, "Oh, you're gonna have so much fun." I'm like, "I know. It's my first time. I can't wait." I'm just freaking out about how I'm gonna travel with like all of these costumes because I don't know how. Like, I was struggling. Local, no flight, 3 costumes was so much. And like, yeah, I had the booth stuff with me too. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be crazy. Cosmo, Dragon Con is in Atlanta, so definitely not driving distance. I'm like, oh, it's not in LA. It's not in San Diego. It's not in Vegas. I can't drive there. I gotta get on the Big Metal Bird. Oh man. But that's okay. Walls, did they fix the entry problem for Saturday? No. It was a disaster. Some people were waiting for like 2 hours just to get in. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I feel so bad for people that had to wait and deal with that nonsense because it was rough. And it's like, I don't know how hot it was, but I mean, at least we were pushing 100. Even if it's like 85 and nice, you shouldn't have people waiting 2 hours to get into your con that already have their badges. Like, bag check should not take that long. And again, this is like a historical problem for Comic-Con, unfortunately. So yeah, not the best. Not the best, indeed, but, yeah. Ugh. Cosmo, they go back and forth with lines at cons. Some years it's great, then it gets terrible, then they fix it, then it's terrible again. Yeah, and this was, unfortunately, this was a terrible year. Thankfully, having a booth, I, have, like, the guest badge, and then they give a couple for, like, exhibitors to, like, help, man the booth and everything. So for everyone that wanted to come visit, was like, okay, at least you have an exhibitor badge. But even exhibitors and vendors, like other people in the chat were saying, it was still a line for them. And this was a ton of artists, my friends that were authors that were guests. Other comic creators and illustrators were like, yeah, this was just so messy. So messy. Uber Dead, UPS or FedEx stuff at the hotel. I'm gonna look into it because like the idea of being separated from my costumes gives me so much anxiety. I can't even tell you. But I feel like by the time I check all of the bags, like one, even if like, how am I gonna carry it all? Like I don't have a cart. And then it's like, what are you gonna do with the cart when you get on the plane? Like, I don't know how people travel with big builds. I feel like if you have one, that is like a carry-on and like 2 checked bags just for one build. So I'm like, I think maybe one bigger build, maybe a prop, and then the rest are gonna be like smaller pieces. And I'm just gonna hope for the best. Or I might, this would be a complete nightmare, but realistically, I'm probably gonna do it. Wear the cosplay on the plane. If it's something that I can travel in, like a spider suit, all right, here I am. This is gonna suck a lot, but all right. Oh my God. Cosmo, I wonder why it was so bad this year. Last year it was nice. Yeah, again, it's the convention center, it's the security company, and then it's the con staff. So like 3 types of staff, and nobody talks to each other. So some entrances are like, oh yeah, props are fine. And other ones are like, oh my God, are you wearing earrings? Those could stab someone. Please go through the line, and it's gonna take forever. Oh, okay, great. Grinch, my girlfriend was going apeshit over all the Hades 2 voice actors at Dragon. Also David Tennant. And she's right. Like, Tennant, yeah, absolutely. What she doesn't know is if I'm making a super secret special prop for her cosplay. Are you? Is this a grand reveal? This is so exciting. Oh, exciting. I love a good secret. Oh no, ads got you. No, I didn't even know ads were happening. It didn't even warn me. Rude. Absolutely rude. How could this happen? All right, well, I guess some of us are in ads. For those that are subscribing, thank you. Love you guys. Hope you're having a great day. We are going to actually get everything set up now for the few pictures that I have. And then the one that I really, really want to share. All right, let's see. I wish I could kind of get these in order, but that's okay. I'll just jump around. Secret Squirrel ads. So we're gonna do a search for Aspect of Lucifer. Aspect of Lucifer. I love a little adventure. Let's see. Aspect of Lucifer. So it's like a is it a sword? I'm getting a whole bunch of things that I don't think are actually correct. I'm getting pictures of Lucifer. Is it like a tonfa thing? Yes? Or sword? Cosmo, you are back. Okay, so ads are over, hopefully. Thank you everyone for waiting and sticking around for the ads. Oh, it's a gun? For some reason, it is not coming up in Google Image, because I've never played any of the Hades games, so I am unfamiliar. But either way, like a secret prop, that's so cool. Yeah! I love it. Okay, so I will go ahead and let's see if we can get our screen going. Perfect, perfect. All right. So to start off, this was my lineup that I had going for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if anyone wanted a point of reference for what my lineup looked like, Megan on Friday, Saturday, Coupe, and Sunday was my Baldur's Gate 3 character, which I'm wearing the ears for right now, my Sorcerer Drow. And I read my very, very long and very extensive backstory about her on stream a couple weeks ago. So if anyone is interested that missed it, I can put it in the Discord and you guys can read at your leisure. So I wanted to start with that one. For some reason, when I put these all together in a doc, they showed up in a very weird order. So a good place to start. But every day I had a, let's see if I can get the cursor to like go away. My little sign that I would change for each character. So obviously for the Drow, for Baldur's Gate, I was like, who's at your camp? So I would talk to people about their companions and their favorites, who they romanced, who they killed, and hearing about everybody's playthrough. So that was a lot of fun. Again, these pictures aren't in order, so we're gonna jump around a little bit, a little bit. Again, there's the lineup, and this was the lettering for Saturday, the Sonar vs Coupe dynamic duo. So that was very fun. They're always a great sport about me hassling and fighting them. And then this should have been last, but this was a picture of all of the guests. We had our little banners, and before we closed out everything, when everyone was completely wiped out, we got a nice picture of the entire crew. So I was right next to Hopeless Knight, Prissy Ariel. This was my first time meeting her. She was across from me. Billy Bolt was the booth right behind me. Shry was kind of like diagonal, and then Starlit Memory was on the booth behind me. Didn't get to see her except for during the panel because she was doing Masquerade and a whole bunch of stuff, but either way, we got a picture, so we're like, hey, pictures, it happened. Cosmo, thank you so much. I took a lot of time to make this costume. I actually only wore her once at Ren Fair, so this was my first time wearing her to a con. So while I didn't make anything new, this was a new con debut for Ryloon is her name. I almost want to cosplay Sonar so I can bat dance. Grinch, do it. Listen, anytime I can get someone to like pick one of my favorite characters or a character I really like, yes, do it. Make it happen at all costs, at any and all costs. And some more pictures of my drow. I found a lovely Alfira, and we got to talk. I had the Astral Prism with me, which if some of you guys saw on stream when I was going through and painting it and finishing it off as I was doing some packing and priming and getting everything all set up. You can see a little bit more detail from this angle in the suit. This is probably the most like multiple, what's the word? The most textiles I've used in one costume is definitely on this one. Cosmo, you gotta step out and get dinner. Hope you have a great stream. If I don't see you later, well, thank you so much. I'll be here for another hour, a little bit less than an hour, but eat, sustain yourself, and hope you have a fantastic night if I don't catch you again. Grinch, you are great at staying in character. Essence of cosplay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, I had a lot of fun with this particular interaction because I was like, oh, well, I won't talk about what I did on my Dirge run. And without spoilers, I know that obviously the game has been out for a long time, but still there's so many different runs that you can do. I never want to spoil anything, but it was like just enough. And I was like, well, if you're committed to cosplaying Elvira, you know what potentially can happen if you are indeed encountered by a dirge or a dark urge run. But I'll leave it at that. So it was just great to talk to other Baldur's Gate fans, and I met another lovely drow. So we had a fun interaction. She was just like walking by, and at first I was like, I don't know if this is like a character or just like her own, and I think it was her own Tav, and we just like made like eyes, and I was just like, sister? She was like, yes. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And I was like, oh yeah, jump in this picture with me. So that was super fun. She had a very lovely, very Lolth approved attire, so that was super nice. You can see part of my gacha, my little alien, my little dinosaur gacha. And out of order, but the booth and what it actually looked like. We gotta resize this so that the whole thing can get in the shot. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Come on. There we go. So, I had these little party streamers. I had what I normally use for my my bar backdrop. I just took that down, and I had like some S hooks to hang the prints. So I had all of my, or a sampling of my 11 by 17s in there. The new banner that I made, and like all of the buttons and the stickers. These smaller ones are the holographic prints. I do have some left over, so once I unpack everything, that is going to be next. I'm going to update my shop with everything that didn't sell at con, and that'll go up for sale at on my store in V. So I'll post when that goes live. I'm hoping by the middle of the week-ish. Hopefully by next stream I'll have it updated and all of that up for sale. This was so cool. So my dad sent this to me in the little like booklet that they give you that I feel like no one ever reads, or like anyone that goes to con like on the regular is like, I know what I'm looking for, or I'm gonna be locked in for the entire weekend, so I don't need to like actually look through like the guide. But I love that he did, and so my dad sent this to me, and he's like, did you know you're right in here? So in the little guest bio, they have my little picture, and I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. So super cute. And yeah, that was a handful of the pictures that I had. The other ones are all on Instagram, except for one that I do have in person. So Sunday, let's talk about Sunday. Sunday was atrocious. Sunday, I had a complete crash out and meltdown. So, drow, body paint. I know I've got to start my day early to account for the paint. And I'm getting ready, get my base layer on, good to go. Everything is awesome. I mix up my paint in my airbrush gun. No air coming out. Compressor's working, and I'm like, oh, weird. Tighten all my valves, hoses, everything is good. Okay, cool. No air. And I'm like, okay. Take the gun apart. Put it back together. And this is eating up time. And then the crash out hits, and I'm like, I have not only a photo shoot, like not only for my own, like I want to look how I want to look and bring my best, but I have a photo shoot, and I have my photo op with Neil Newbon today, and I'm like, if this happens, so I'm complete crash out of the highest regard, half in costume, and then my dad was coming, so I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm so excited, and I'm like, ah! I'm like, I'm having the worst day. And then he's like, well, let me get my tools. I'll see if I can fix it. And I'm like, oh, oh, Dad coming through. But at the same time, like, I'm not in a place to like be normal because I'm freaking out. And then the clock is ticking. My first photo shoot was at 11. Con opens at 10. It's 9:50. I'm not ready. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I'm like, well, you know what? This is like this is your like karma test of like, you've got to rely on, you've got to go analog. Before you had the airbrush gun, you did this all by hand. And so I did. So you saw the pictures. That was without airbrush. So I got back into the building blocks and did everything by hand again. And came out okay. I was happy with it. But you know, it's so hard to shake, you know, when you get so upset by something, and then it's just like the timing of everything. And I just used the airbrush gun for WonderCon. Just like 2 months ago, I haven't used it since. I'm like, what would happen between now and then to clean the gun in between time? I'm like, okay, whatever. So get it figured out. Thank you. I appreciate that, Grinch, because I'm like, this is the test. The lords are testing me. The elder gods are testing me. Like, can you still do it? It's like, all right, I still got it, but at what cost? At what cost? So now it's me and my dad, and he's like helping, like, be moral support, which was very, very sweet. Uber Dad, was the line clogged? No. The actual result was that when I took apart the gun to clean it last, so this is post WonderCon, I lost inadvertently a piece on the inside of the gun that helps with the trigger release, and without it I was up a creek, like literally no fixing it. So he's like, you know, while I'm getting ready, frantic, he's like, well, I don't know if I can fix it, but like, let me just like look it up. Like, so he's like running diagnostics for me, being super dad, which I really appreciated, because I was like, I don't know what I did. And he's like, yeah, there's this tiny little like piece, I don't know, a coupler or something that I'd lost. So that was the issue. So I was like, all right, it's dead in the water. We're gonna get moving. So it ended up being like, I don't know, it was like 10:30. So it wasn't like terribly long, but remember that crazy long intro or like entrance process happened again on Sunday. So now I am in complete drow mode, and I'm like, these surface dwellers are testing me. And they're like, oh no. And I'm like, I have a guest. And then my dad has the exhibitor badge. And they're like, oh no, you gotta go like around. I was like, oh no, I have a guest and he's an exhibitor. We can just go in. And the guy's like, well, no, you gotta go through. I just walked. I was like, no, I'm a guest. And I just walked straight through it. I was like, not today, not happening. On the last day, like, be all the way serious. And so my dad's just like following right behind me. I'm like, that's right, keep up, we're gonna go in. So we go in, and I get to my booth, not, again, horribly late, get in, set up, but I'm still like this inside and freaking out. And then I was able to coordinate with my photographer that I was doing the photo shoot for. And this was cool because this was my first time working with him. And it was the contest that I had won. So it was like a combination of new things. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I wasn't late to to this, like, setting the tone. I know that delays are expected, right? And people know how con is. People know that like cosplay malfunctions happen. You can, you know, you can understand that, and especially photographers that work with cosplayers know like things can come up. But I was like, it's my first time working with you. I don't want to be like late. So I was like, well, that's one good thing. But the other part, I'm putting on my costume, and I realized I don't have my gloves. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So now I've got to bring my paint and paint my hands at the table in time. He's like, oh, okay, well, great. It looks like you're still on track for everything. I'm on my way over. You guys, it was a test. It was a test, but I got my hands painted, set. By the time he got to the booth, I was ready. So I was like, all right, Dad, hold down the fort. I'm gonna go do my shoot. And it was so hot. It was so hot outside. The pictures came out great. It was great to work with them. This was Squirtle Squad. And then it was kind of like a combo with Maddie May, because the contest was like enter to win with a comment, tag a friend, and like it was like a duo thing. So she was in Medieval Barbie with like foam armor, aka stuff that does not breathe. So we were both like at limit already. And then again with the re-entry thing, she's like, if I have to like wait even longer to get back in, she's like, I'm gonna be like done with con. I'm like, listen, girl, I understand, I hear you. But fortunately, she was able to get back in. The shoot was great. We got some really great stuff. You can't tell that we're melting and dying. And then my other fear is I can't look like hell before 2 p.m. If anything else goes wrong before 2 p.m., I'm just gonna walk into traffic and it's over. But I was able to get in, cool down, the paint stayed, no melting. It was good. So come back in, I was able to catch friends and people, and you know, it's one thing when you have like friends that you're meeting and talking to, but then when like family's there too, like it's hard to juggle. So it's like, okay, friends are coming by. There's actual like attendees like at the booth that are like wanting to like, oh, pick up a print or a sticker, and like doing booth stuff, friend stuff, and family stuff. And then I'm like watching the clock for like, oh, the photo shoot, oh, the photo op. I have no idea where the photo op is. I want to make sure I have enough time to get there. The escalators broke. The elevator broke. It was like every delay that could have happened. So I'm like, I'm leaving with like an hour to spare. It ended up being like 30 minutes to spare because it was like delay. So I'm like, I just need this. I just need this to happen. So head up, do the photo op. Everything went like fast, like in the line, all on time, no other delays. Thank God. So I get up there and I see him and I'm like, it was like everything just like got deleted and washed away. I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm here. Everyone in line was absolutely wonderful. And so the first thing he was like, wow, you look amazing. And I was like, oh, thank you. You don't know the day that I've had. Like in the back of my mind. Uber dead, I did survive the harrowing experience. I did. And having an airbrush, you understand the frustration that it can absolutely, that is entailed with an airbrush gun. Grinch, it is the bane of your existence, so much work, but the results of peak, 100%. Not always sure it's worth all the maintenance. It's been my go-to for years now, so it's a part of my routine. Again, I can do it, and it is kind of satisfying, like, yeah, like, you still got it. You don't have to use it, but it's the expectation, right? If I went into it knowing like, all right, we're not going to do airbrush this time, different story. But like all set up, mix your paint. Oh, I'm making good time. Great. I can just, I'll be good. And then it not work was like, that was where the manic set in. But it's like, well, Neil told me I look great. It's like, wow, thanks. And then he was just like, how painty are you? I am wearing white, and I'm like, I'm sealed. I was like, I would not do that to you. And he's like, oh, it's like, oh, lovely, or oh, that's wonderful. And then I had my astral prism with me, and he was like, oh, you have the prism? It's mine now. And then like, he like grabbed it and like they snapped a picture and he's like, wait, one more. And so then I was able to like get my face right because I feel like I was like, so like trying to stay a thinking, sentient human being and just process everything. Like, I'm not an anxiety... I can usually roll with the punches with most things. With the exception for moments like this, where I'm just like a complete ball of anxiety. I'm like, am I going to get up there and make a complete fool of myself? Or am I going to be cool? Or am I going to be like... try hard, because that's another fear, and I'm like, I never want to be like too relaxed and like too familiar, and people are like, whoa, we need to like dial it back. So it was definitely a little bit of all right, let's just come to terms. But he was so nice, and having that break of like, oh, we're good, because the photo ops, you know, they're so fast, you're just rolling through, so it's like so much to like process. But it was good. We got the second picture and I'm like, all right, manifest. Don't like be like, ee, ee. So excited. So I was able to like keep my face together. Meanwhile, he's just like, aha, it's mine. Perfect. And then he was like, you look amazing. I was like, oh, thank you so much. But I was on my way. So let us look at the beauty. We must. I was showing it to everyone once I got back. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. And it is on my fridge with all of my other photo ops. I don't get photo ops too often, but when I do, I go hard and for my favorites. So I thought it would be fun to showcase some of my other ones. I almost never match. This is the only photo op that I've gotten where I actually like matched the actor. So for Robert Sheehan, I was in silk. It was like I was in line with everybody else that was like Umbrella Academy and like Misfits, and then I show up in like a spider suit, and he was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't plan for this. I had my lineup first, and yeah." And you can see my face is like, I'm like holding back. Like I feel like there's so much tension in my mouth from like my face breaking. And this one for sure. So meeting Tom, I was in Psylocke. Look at like me like barely trying to like hold it together. It's not a bad picture, but I can feel like I'm like, I look at it and I feel my own anxiety and excitement all over again in this. I forgot to take off my purse, so I just have it on, and I'm like, I could have had direct contact here, but I was a fool, and I was just like, I'm here, and I didn't even realize I had it on. Checked out, mentally just gone, unstable. Oh my god. Absolute loss. Dragon. I can't believe I'm touching him. It's true. I couldn't, like, look at this. Look at the, actually, like, hand on shoulder. Incredible. My hand was on his back. You can't see it, but I remember. And our hands are touching. Our hands are touching. They're touching the prism. Incredible. Best ever. So I wanted to bring my family photos over to show you guys in person. And the newest one that will be on my fridge forever. So I'm just thankful that, yeah, like I said, it was a good picture. And I didn't like let my face completely break. And you can't tell that I had the day from hell to start it because it was absolved. It was completely absolved. Ugh, mercy. What a day. What a day. So that was the entirety of Sunday. I came back and I was just elated on cloud 9. I had 2 glasses of wine at the booth and I was just like, Oh, how is everyone doing? I'm doing great. Have you seen this photo? Have you seen this? Let me show you. Grinch, I do have one with Nathan. That one, I was a group because we had some friends with a Mal and a River. And that one is actually, where is that one? I think that one might be, that's a good question. I think it's at like my parents' house. I think it's at the family abode, because it was on the fridge for the longest time, but it might be tucked away elsewhere. That's actually a good question, because I have the digital versions of all of these, and there's 2 more with Tom Hiddleston, of course. But I was like, I'll only bring one because I don't want to look like a complete, I don't want to look like what I actually am and be like super fan of the year. Walls, your first Elizabeth Olsen photo op, I was totally starstruck. But I love that though, like, and how cool is that, like, from their point of view, like people are this like excited to just see, like, you're not doing anything, they're not in costume, they're not performing, they're not on, like, they're just showing up and people are so excited to meet them. Like, that's gotta be such a cool feeling. And drinking that con water, finish the tea. Definitely needed it. I don't sound too bad. It's still there. It's still there, but not too bad. But yeah, where is my Nathan one? Now I'm like having like a crisis. Ah, where is it? I'll find it. I'll find it somewhere. But, hey, Rallo. It was absolutely wine time at the booth. I wish I had some wine right now, but I'm trying to be good for my vocal cords so that I don't completely just like croak out. I was croaking out before. It's a common Kif croaker. So I know that we're a little bit past. I knew this would be a long one to yap about. So thank you for Wall's liver break also. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I didn't go like too hard at con because, you know, I gotta be up at like 8 a.m. every day because you gotta show up in costume, be alive, and like be at the booth. Like I don't believe in, like, if I'm guesting somewhere and if I'm at the booth, like I'm there from open to close and I'm in costume the entire time. Like I'm committed, I'm there for a reason. I take it seriously. So as much as I want to like throw back a couple and sleep in like I want, but this is also how like I exist on like coffee and a Monster and not really like eating. But this morning, oh my god, this morning I had like scrambled eggs, hash browns, and blueberry pancakes. It was so good. It's like I need to just restore everything. That's what I need. Grinch, since you are the ultimate Inara cosplayer. Oh, thank you. All I could say is thank you for coming. Super nice though. Got a photo op with Gina too. Gina? Oh my god. Wait, when did she do? I didn't know that she was doing like con appearances. Is this like recent? I didn't even know. Oh my god. That's so cool. If you find it, share, please, because I would love to see. And yeah, like I said, I know it's a little late-ish. We're at like the 75% of the stream, but I do know that we still have to roll some dice. But yeah, in short, that was all of con. So great time, busy time, hectic, joyful, exuberant. And then, yeah, came back, threw everything inside, and played with kittens, and went to bed at like 9 p.m. Uber Dead, it's a wonderful tale, and you tell this with such enthusiasm. Well, thank you. I am glad, because it is still fresh in mind, and like I said, I didn't want to cancel 2 streams in a row, and it would be, obviously I knew something to talk about. I didn't do any live stream there at the con because it was just nonstop. There was no time to even like set up anything to even engage, and I wouldn't want the first stream, if I played around with like a live stream, like an IRL one, I would want just like a little more control of the situation, and I want a different environment to kind of experiment with like the first time. So maybe if there's like a smaller con or something where I don't have a booth and I can kind of do like a walk around, something like that would be probably the way to go. Oh, Wall, she did the one where they announced the Firefly animated series. So, okay, so that is like recent, a lot more recent. But Grinch said you met Marina a couple years ago. Well, that's so cool. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's roll some dice, and for our last half hour, we'll see what we are going to be chatting about. So it's roll time. It's time for us to role play, and let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that had a nice roll to it. All right. Uh-oh. Did our camera not? Okay. My camera wants to have a moment. Let's get it back. Come on now. Come on now. All right, so I'm gonna do a re-roll. All right, let's see. We back again? All right, we're back again. We're gonna try that again so that we can actually get an unstuck camera. Rolling. All right, 4. Oh wait, did we get a 4 last time? Did we get a 4 last time? Let's take a look. We did. That was the embarrassing moment. Oh my god. Well, that's perfect. I was literally able to add a new one talking about Megan and having not necessarily embarrassing, but a cosplay malfunction. So not ideal moment. Dragon, it was camera shy. Alrighty, well, let's try that again. So re-roll. Our third time. Third time's the charm, right? Walls, someone is pulling a heist? Yeah, it's this die. No, it's the camera. It's the camera's fault. I blame the camera. Grinch, Gina went to Dragon in 23. Oh, how fun. Stop! I roll a 4! Again! What is this trying to say? You guys, this is kind of crazy. Alright. Alright, 4. I don't want any more embarrassing moments. What is this trying to tell me? Okay, yeah, I need a Fantastic Four situation, please. Alright. One more time. 10. 10 to win. Let's see what we've got for 10. Another 4. How embarrassing. I know. Dag nabbit. Okay, so 10 is play a Sims scenario. All right. Well, we haven't played some Sims in a while. So if we are feeling up for some Sims, we can definitely do that. Let me see. Not a kitchen fire. No kitchen fire. So the scenarios, I actually updated this because I think I had put like play the Sims like nicely or chaotically or something like that. So scenarios are fun because they give you a little more like structure to the type of gameplay. So I think this will definitely be probably what I'll keep for the Sims that I keep on the playlist. I'll probably do the scenarios, just because I think they're a little bit better for like a stream, especially since we're looking at something that's going to be a little more short term, for just like 20 minutes or so. But yeah, we can definitely get that going. And it just updated, so let me switch over and we can get some gaming going. Perfect. So that is booting up for us right now. I'm so glad that I was like, let me just update the game just in case. Just in case. All right. Perfect. So let us do a little transition. All right. So, oh, we get free stuff. We love free stuff. I'm claiming all of it. So right now they were doing this like Bridgerton, like not collab, I guess, something like that, but like a Bridgerton sort of theme in the game. Just by logging in, you're just getting like free stuff. So that's always fun. All right, so let's see what scenario we want to play. Oh, and one thing I did do, I updated my hair. I have lore accurate hair now. I'm just going to show you guys this because we're here now. So this is custom content, and I only put one custom content thing like in the game. And it's my hair. Yay! Now, isn't that so much better? So much better as I talk in front of this ghost. Grinch, every time you see or hear Dagnabbit, you make me... I think of Angus Dagnabbit from Mad Jack the Pirate. Yosemite Sam, even. Absolutely. Alright. So, Meshku Craney. So what we'll go ahead and do now is we will go back to our main menu, and we can still use my sim if we wish. We can do play scenario. So they have different like gameplay type things. So something that I think would be fun for like short term. So new in town. If you're moving to a new place, help explore new home. No, that one's easy. No parenting. Stuck in their shadow. No. Enemies to lovers. See, they know exactly what like people want. They know exactly what people want. Do we like money making? Have 1 million simoleons. We can definitely do that, but that's gonna be like long term for sure. Rom-com. Extraterrestrial. Oh my god, bring back 5 unique living alien critters from voyages into space. That could also take some time. Let's see. Troublemaker. What do we want? We want teens. No skills and no problem. We've got to earn 400,000 simoleons without any skills? Oh no. Unlucky chef is hard. Become a celebrity chef. Okay. Raise funds. Power couple and the moon. Let's see. Plant a sim. In the mood. Control your sim's emotions and complete all the goals. So one that isn't on here that I think might be fun, since we have sort of a time limit, let's do a rags to riches. So I'm going to see within 20 minutes, I'm going to see how much money I can make, or see how much of like a house I can build within like 20 minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to put myself through some torture. All right, so I'm going to take my phone. I'm moving out of the house. I'm I'm all over. Wait, not move household. Yes, move household. So I'm going to put myself in like a vacant lot with nothing. And I'm going to delete all of my money. And I'm going to see how much money I can earn in this time. And I'll remember to actually get the right button. Split from household and move. So I'm like, all right, I'm over it, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm tired of living with a ghost. And I am going to move with no money. So I have $0. Yes, I'm sure I want to continue. I'm absolutely sure. So see this vacant lot? Oh, I can't even afford it? Even the vacant lot? Oh my God. All right. What about here? Can I live anywhere? I can't afford any lot. You know what? Maybe I did need some money. Let's see. That's just where we were. Willow Creek? Okay. You know what? For fun, so I'm going to move into another house and I'm going to give myself just enough money to actually move. And why not? I'm going to move in with Belagoth so I can have an existential crisis. What have I done? I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. All right, so let's try that again. Goth family, I'm so sorry. I'm going to indeed split from the household. But you guys have like 45 grand in reserve, so I'm going to take like 20K and I'm going to use that. So I appreciate it. Thanks. So let's try that again. Okay, so... Oh, that's only $2,000. Oh, so I gave myself way too much money. All right. Do we like Oasis Springs? Do we like Newcrest? Or do we like Willow Creek? They are absolutely Gen Z Addams family. Absolutely. They're my family. This is my true home. My true calling. All right. Let's do... I don't want to be like not surrounded by anyone. Okay. I think it'll be funny since the Moni roomies where I moved out of, if I just move like literally across the street to like a vacant lot, they're like, what are you actually doing? All right. Pebbleboro. Look at my humble abode with dinosaur in the background. All right, Sarah, are you ready for this? Are you actually ready for this? It's like living in Cars land. So the first thing we want to do is delete all of our money. So I think there's a cheat for that. So let me see. Let's see. Money cheat. Sims 4, please. All right. So let's do some cheats. All right, we look at our little cheat box. All right, so hopefully this will work. Nope. You know what? Let me see. I think what I'm going to do, just to wipe out all of this money, which is going to be kind of insane, is I'm going to build a basement that I don't have access to. So, and then I'm just going to fill it with a whole bunch of stuff that is really expensive. So what's the most expensive thing that I can buy? Let's see. Decorations. There's like a painting or... Okay, this suit of armor. So already this is getting into a really weird place, that I have a basement that I have no access to. And a suit of armor and just a whole bunch of statues. Okay, we're at $540 already. All right, what else can I not afford? Oh, of course, I can buy a Grogu and $16. I have $1. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. That's not creepy at all. Not creepy at all. All right, Sarah, are you ready for this? Get off your phone. Get off your phone. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I would do. So with $1, let's see how long we can survive. I hate to be, to do this first thing, but I'm gonna see if I can rummage through the trash and see if I can find something. This is what happens when times get hard. When times get hard. They're getting so tired. This is what I've been reduced to, everyone. I'm so sorry that you have to see me. Shivu. Nothing. There's nothing in the trash, and now all these people have, like, seen me. I like that I'm, like, going through the trash, and then I throw stuff away. Okay. So let's see. So within the game, you can find random things, like gems and crystals and stuff, and you can harvest things like, oh my god, look at this strawberry bush. We're gonna harvest these strawberries. This is gonna be our food. We have survival skills. We're going to run to harvest our strawberries. And oh, the greenest of thumbs. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I have the gardening skill. That's all it takes, All right, so let's see. What else is around us? What else? How can we make some money? Let's see. Wild daisy bush. Let's harvest some daisies. Of course. Absolutely. We are foraging. We are living off the land. Good. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of myself. There's wild sage. Oh my god. We're getting so lucky. We're finding so much. All right. We love sage. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's stuff over here. Okay. So these are like little treasures, little fossils. TK, just need whipped cream. Yeah, I'm set. Strawberries and champagne. Living the high life. I'm glad that I only have $1 to my name, but I have a complete like hammer and chisel that I can just like whip out Looney Tunes style. I love it. I think it's hilarious. And I dug up a treasure map. This will surely lead to great things. Okay. Well, that's good to have in our inventory. And then these are wild onions. Great. I've got strawberries. I've got onions. Let's see. Strawberries, onions, sage, daisies, and a treasure map. So far, we're going to a very realistic place. So we can sell these things or eat them. Obviously, not the daisies, but I can sell the daisies. And so we can look around our lovely environment and see what's around. Okay. So these little dirt piles you can actually interact with, and I can dig, but since I have a treasure map, I want to say I can dig for treasure. So let's make our way. And lady, we're on a timetable. Super speed. Let's go. Okay, I found limestone. Great. Limestone? What am I going to do with limestone? TK, did you see the hack that you can turn strawberry ice cream into bread? That is crazy. And yeah, absolutely alchemy. All right, now I need to pee. So we've come across our first problem. I need to find a bathroom because I don't have one to my name, which is a dirt lot. So let's see. Oh, I fell asleep on a park bench. Oh no. And I smell. I'm so stressed out. This is like the end of con. I'm like, oh no, I'm sweating. I have to pee and I haven't eaten and I only have a pocket full of strawberries. How am I going to get through my life? All right, so let's see if we can find something. So park bench. There's a little barbecue, so I could grill something potentially. There's a little well, but you can only look for frogs. That doesn't help me. Chrysanthemum flowers don't help me. Nice to know that they're there. So I think I might just have to... Oh no, I'm gonna have to just go to a park bathroom. There is no bathroom out in the wilderness. I'm not in the wilderness. This is like something. Little neighborhood. Look at me. I'm so forlorn. This is terrible. All right, so we're gonna travel. At least go to a park. So it's not anyone's house. And I can at least go to the bathroom. There are no porta potties. I couldn't find any. Sometimes they'll be around in the environment. Not in this case, but thankfully I can go to this wonderful park with amenities and I can go use the bathroom. So thankfully we have the solution. Look at me. I'm walking like barely holding it together. Honey, you're a mess. You're an absolute mess. And now I'm scared. I'm afraid of the dark. Why am I afraid of the dark? In the vast nothingness of the darkness, the night holds mystery, intrigue, and fear. Okay, well, this is what happens when you go to a random park bathroom at 11:13 at night. Under a waxing gibbous moon. Of course that would happen. Okay, so I'm going to see... What are we going to do about a shower? We have no means to shower. And like, she's like, I smell. I'm so grungy. And I'm afraid of the dark. I'm like fleeing for my life. And what am I doing? Why are you lighting a fire? It's not hot. You're inside. What are you even doing? Put the guitar down and go take a shower. Okay. All right. God, ridiculous. Do I have to do everything? I mean, I know that literally that is the point of the game, but all right, we're going to try. I am a music lover. Yes. Yes, I know. At least we can wash our hands and we can brush our teeth. And at least that'll give us some hygiene. There is no way to take a shower unless it rains. You can take a shower in the rain. But we are at the mercy of the weather for that. So again, I only have $1. We've got to try to make some money for something. So I can, let's see. I can sell my daisies. Wait, I can't sell them? No. I thought I could. Oh no. Well, at least I'm confident. I'm a little less stinky. So we're going to eat some of our strawberries that we have foraged. And not be so frightened about everything. So, just eat, yeah, a whole bushel. Just like, go ahead. And I'm like, yeah, I'm confident. I smell terrible, but I'm confident. Alright, so let's extract a fossil. Casual. And it was an enormous trilobite. Okay, great. Can we... Why can't we sell it? Is that like a... I wonder if it's a feature that's not in the base game, but I totally thought it was. Crazy. All right. Well, we're going to try to find some more things to make money. And let's see. What is this? Ooh, okay. So we found crystals. We can dig for treasure. Here we go. So these have like little like crystals in them. Some of the other ones do look like fossils. So if we can find something, we can start earning some money for a house. But, I mean, on such a timetable, I don't know if we can do it. All right. Hurry up, girly. Come on over. You're, like, thinking about explosions. You love it. Did we... Oh, we dug up a capsule. A mysterious time capsule. So let's open it up. Let's see. Okay. Nice. We can sell this. Why couldn't we sell the other things? Oh, weird. Oh, I guess we can. Okay. I don't know why that wasn't working before. All right, well, great. So we can sell things. I was wondering why. All right. Keep digging. I know you smell. I know you smell. How am I going to build you a shower? Don't give me that attitude. She's just walking like exhausted. Do it. Do it. Time capsule to money. You know, the logic is there. The logic is absolutely there. Okay, and I have a gym, some Ozenald. Great. Doesn't matter. Money. We need money. We must live off the land. You know what? I'm going to sell my sage now. I'm going to sell my daisies now. I can eat the onions and strawberries. And okay, $246 is not bad. This is not bad. Let's see. What else can we get? Where can we take a shower? I think I might actually have to go to like a gym or somewhere. Or maybe, you know what? Let's go home. I wonder if I have enough money to build a shower. At least that. We can go back to our wonderful vacant lot. Hurry up. You've got stuff to do. We've got like 3 minutes to see our wonderful, humble pebble burrow, to see what we can build or buy. Okay. So, shower. Oh my God. Okay, so we have like $375 is the cheapest shower. We have $246. Oh my God. Okay. So, new challenge. Let's see if we can just find enough to get a shower. And I think we can do that. I think we can get lucky. Creative Geek, hello, how are you? We are doing a very quick Sims challenge where I have forced myself to move out. Okay, so you can bathe in the stream, but it's like a part of a DLC thing. So you can't do it in the base game, which is so upsetting. But that would be perfect. And you can like live off the land. Because they know people do these types of challenges. But yeah, Geek, I am glad you are good. We were talking about Phoenix Fan Fusion and how that was. It was a great show. Very busy, but very fun. And now we are playing some Sims, a challenge. I started with $1, and I'm going to see exactly what I can do. Oh, I'm so miserable. Look how miserable and stinky I am. Look. Oh, no. And now she's like, I'm too uncomfortable to, like, make money. Ugh. You've got to be kidding me. All right. All right, I'm going to have to sort of cheat. So we're going to go to an actual place. I know the gyms will have a shower. We're going to at least take a shower and then see if we can dig up some goodies, some crystals or whatever, and see if we can fund our own shower. Okay. Go take a shower. So you can feel better, you stinky mess. My God, nudity on stream. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All right. Yep, you're uncomfortable. Hurry up. Come on. We got stuff to dig up. Why are you miserable now? Oh, because you're tired. You can sleep on your own time. She's the worst. What are you doing having, like, needs? All right. You're going to go to the gym just so you can take a shower and fall asleep on their couch. And no, don't get up to mop a puddle. What are you doing? Take a nap if you're tired. Take a nap. And then if you wake up again, all right. It's time to go harvest things. We're not stretching. What are you doing? What are you doing? We are here for a mission to make money. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can find. Um, anything? Can we harvest anything here? What is that? Lemons? Harvest the lemons. Go. Pick them. Pick up the lemons. And you need to be way faster. I know I'm scrolling through like the entire environment, but you need to get it together. And stop complaining about sleep. Jeez. Grinch, the most out of left field thing I've heard today is the Inspector Gadget theme song is twerkable. Well, listen, it is. You know what? I don't even need to know the context. I'm just going to say that absolutely it is. Oh, great. And I'm passing out. I'm passing out on the side of the road while I'm trying to pick lemons so that I can make money to buy a shower. And yet I just can't. I can't get through it. Oh my God. And she's like, I'm going home. You are the absolute worst. You're gonna, okay, sleep on this park bench and get yourself together, please. And you better, like, restore your energy so that we can get some things done. Absolutely ridiculous. Her energy's, like, in the red. It's not even, like, going up. Barely. Well, I mean, I guess that's the sleep, like, restorative sleep that you get on a, like, concrete bench. So, all right. You're hungry. Got it. Eat some strawberries. Just eat strawberries over and over again. Don't look mad. Don't be mad at me. Go pick lemons. All right, you're energized. Great. So let's do it. Hurry up. Get over there. Oh, lemons. See, you love it. You love it. And before you get, like, all touchy about not being able to sleep, which, rude, I'm going to find the next thing for you to dig up. All right. We got to speed it up. We're on a timetable, ma'am. Harvest those daisies. We are going to live off the land and use the shower at the gym. Come on. Uber Dead, this has been a grand adventure. Oh, indeed. Indeed. People are like, oh, you're going to play, like, Tomodachi Life. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't seem as, like, unhinged and as random as The Sims does. And that's what I love about it so much. And people are talking about Paralives. It seems like a fine game. Like, nothing against it, but it just seems, like, flat. I don't know. I feel like you can't do just, like, weird stuff in the game. And that's what I want. All right. Sell your lemons. Sell your daisies. You have extracted a perfectly preserved mustache. And that is $100. That's worth $100. You guys. All right. I'm going to sell these chrysanthemums. Also $100. We're kind of rich. We are almost rich. Oh, my God. Uber Dead, gotta go. See you next time. I know it is that time. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for enjoying the grand adventure of me being without home and with much stink. My Stinky Sim Chronicles. Have a fantastic night. For those that are sticking around, I think I might finish it just enough for us to get a shower. And we'll see how much I can get. Oh, I've got my little topaz. I'll sell my topaz for $15. I'll give myself until 9:10 because I feel like that's a good time frame. All right, where do I live? I live here. I have no friends. I have no roommates. I don't even have walls. I'm just in a vacant lot. But you know what? I'm gonna have a shower. I'm gonna get a shower. Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. A shower in the middle of nowhere. Look at it. God, it's beautiful. Shower. I have $166. Do I even have enough to build like a wall? Is it literally just gonna be a vacant lot with a shower? Oh my God, let's see. 1, 2, $46. That's all we've got. That's all we've got. Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to take this wall out. I wonder, is that enough for a bed? Comfort. Nope. The cheapest bed is like $200 away. Oh my god. All right. We're going to keep going. Again, I'm giving myself until 9:10. We're going to harvest as much as we can and see how far we can get. It is all about the bare necessities. And now I'm miserable again, but at least I can take a shower. And I have to pee again. Oh no. Oh no. All right, let's sell that. All right, 100. Can I afford a toilet? All right, I'm selling my onions. It's only $60, but it's something. Oh my god, am I crying in the shower? I mean, accurate. Lore accurate. She is. She's like, oh. Have you ever been so depressed when you wash your hair? Oh, okay. Yeah, then get back in. Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's see. She's just going to keep taking a shower over and over again. I mean, real. Okay. Do I need a wall for a toilet? Oh my god, I can afford a toilet. The Ambassador. Oh, and it comes in black. All right, this is my house. I have $6 to my name, but I have a toilet and I have a shower. Oh my god. All right, it's 9:07. Let me see how much I can get, or she's just going to be uncomfortable. She's too uncomfortable to do it. Brett would like to come over and hang out. Is that okay? Does he know that I just have a shower and a toilet? I mean, sure. You can come over. Place to sit, place to bathe. All right, what if we win big? What if we dig up something that's worth like a lot of money? A time capsule. Open it. It's a thing. It's only worth $20. 20 simoleons? A dragon. Is Brett okay being put to work? Yeah, I wish I could control him. I don't even have a front door. Where's he even gonna be? Oh my god, look at me. I'm just a mess. You're hungry? Eat some strawberries. Oh, we've got a park bench. We have a place to sit. Okay, eat your strawberry. In the middle of the road, as you do. See? It's all right. It's all right. Please don't fall asleep in the middle of the road. Just keep eating strawberries. Where's Brett? Yeah, we have no front door. This is all we have to our name. I am literally in the middle of the street. I look like a roadkill. This is this is the worst case scenario. I can't believe that. A car came right at that time. Oh my god. Oh, Brett's over here. Okay, Brett. Please, let's talk about my favorite artist. I'm fine. I didn't just fall asleep in the middle of the road. Do I have to pee again? Why do I have the pinchy walk? And you're gonna do this the whole time. Oh my god. We'll go over. At least say hi. Oh, he brought me food. Oh, Brett, you're a real one. Welcome to the neighborhood. Thanks. I've been here like a day. I don't have a house. I have a vacant lot, a toilet, and a shower. I'll take that wherever you put it. You brought me food. All right. I have to go to the bathroom. I don't have time to talk. Oh, you have food. Put the food down somewhere. Let me eat it, please. Oh my god. I have no walls, so everyone is like coming over to my house as I have just this. Perfect. This isn't awkward at all. Look at that. They're just like, all right, we're here. We're here, everyone. Please witness my demise. All right. Invite neighbors in. I like that that's an option. Like I have walls or a house. But at least I'm feeling confident, you know, and confidence is everything. And on that note, it is 9:10. He brought me gourmet fruitcake. That is a very classic Sims affair. Um, since the original game, neighbors would come over and they would bring you fruitcake to welcome you to the neighborhood. And in The Sims 4, it's like a 50-50 chance if like the Sims actually like it. So some of them love it, and some of them like have like they develop a hatred for it. Well, here we are. I hit my limit of 9:10, and this is the state that I am in. Fruitcake on the ground. I'm passed out, just like face down, ass up, in the middle of everything, with my beautiful toilet and shower in view, with all my neighbors around. I love this game. Oh no, I'm up again. I'm fine. It's all fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's been a big day. It absolutely has been a day. Um so thank you guys so much for being a part of all of this Sims goodness and hearing about the fun time at Phoenix Fan Fusion. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm going to take it very easy. I'm going to eat a whole bunch of food and still recover. And I will catch you guys on Thursday, and I'll be unpacked by then. So good night. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will see you guys in a couple days. I'll have a shower and a toilet and an ear.